Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It is not a good time to be a tradable shapeshifter card on the FC25 market, and not even an Ultimate Tots card for that matter. Prices are cooked, and I think there's two main reasons why. One of those, spoiler alert, is the brand new 1 of 10 hero and icon player pick that EA released yesterday. They're keeping it interesting with these unique player picks, but is it worth doing? We're going to talk about the value of this, how it's making the market move, and I'm going to open one today in the video as well. Plus, we have leaks that I don't think I was expecting to talk about today. FC26 news, we're going to discuss that at the end of the video. And of course, there's an icon pick that's expiring today. Are we going to get another icon pick back-to-back days with icon player pick content? We're going to look forward to what else to expect today in the video. If you guys are excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Let's go over yesterday's Saturday content. There wasn't super crazy things released. There were some nice things though. Firstly, our daily player Shapeshifter SBC was the Brazilian. Where is he at? The Brazilian Savinho. I went right past him. There he is. 4 playstyle plus. When I saw the league stats of this card, I looked at the dribbling and said, I think that should be higher. He's got low dribbling, technical, quick step, and tiki-taka, which are great playstyle pluses. I wish he was 5-star, 5-star. Most of the shapeshifters, not all of them, but a lot of them are. He is not, unfortunately. Striker and center attacking mid. And yeah, I think if the dribbling was higher, this card would be insane. The passing's fine. Shooting and pace are insane. Physical is good. The rest of the playstyles are good as well. I think he would actually be a pretty decent cam, but I think for the price and with that dribbling being where it is, I don't know if he's worth the 5 squads. 87, 88, 89, 89, and a 90 to finish it off. It's not terribly expensive, but it's coming in at 313,000 coins. And it's downvoted. I think the dribbling stat for most people is the issue there. But I'm pretty sure I haven't used Savinho this entire year of this game. But he did have a card earlier this year from the Globetrotters promo that was very, very popular. This Globetrotters 88 rated Savinho winger card. So I would imagine he's good in game. If you're a City fan, if you're Brazilian, want to craft that one up, just some place to put your fodder. I think that's an okay SBC at the very least. But the hype SBC from yesterday is this one, the 1 of 10 historical player pick. It's basically the 1 of 15 pick that we had just last week, 2 weeks ago. But this one is for heroes and it's for icons. It's out for 2 weeks and it's 4 squads. You need 4 87s, 5 88s, and then an 89 and a 90 squad. I think the price is a little bit too much. However, I'm getting these squads done without a lot of 87s and 88s, except for those 2 squads where you need them, because I've had so many high rateds in my duplicate stores. Like, I'm still working through, I packed a Melito from a grind pack just a little bit ago. I have 2 dupe Kogels, I've got New Skin Lacroix from Ultimate Tots still sitting here in my club. I think those high rated shapeshifters that we pack are going to make that one a little bit easier to complete. But the only thing I will say is, in crafting this, it's a little difficult to get the 86s and above that you need consistently from the 82 times 20s. Sure, we have the 86 plus 2 of 3 player pick, but if we had like an 84-10, or even, I know I don't like the 84 times 7 all the time, but the 84 times 7 is actually a little bit helpful in getting some of that fodder. But you know, that one of course has 2 days left on it. If we had an 84-10, maybe an 85 times 5 SBC, if that combo was to replace this 84-7, I just think that getting those higher rated would be a little bit easier, especially if that was unlimited repeatable. I guess that's the problem that I'm finding right now with the 82 times 20s. I did pack Lukaku from one of these yesterday, which is fantastic, and I absolutely love that, but I'm struggling to get the 85 6s, 7s, and 8s, and of course above that, and you're going to need those for that 1 of 10. That's the chase though. The chase of this player pick is packing cards that are either good for evolutions, like a lot of people are chasing after that 90 rated Little Bro Winter Wild Cards R9, but you can also pack the big bros in here, right? It's all icons and heroes released up until team of the season. So you've got like the 96 R9 and those sorts of insane players in here in this one as well, right? So the 90, the one that's still 7 million coins that people are putting into evolutions, but then you still have these Immortals cards, Team 1 and Team 2. We'll talk about the fodder impact from this for a second, but let me open this one, and I'm going to rapid fire open it. I loved doing the 1 of 15 player picks by just pressing triangle and revealing all. This one's going to be fun too. Let's do it. Let's see what we got here. Mateus, Keane, Mascherano. Come on, EA. 1W. Miyama. Ooh, Eto. Oh, Landon Donovan. I shouldn't be excited for that, but I kind of am. Eto's got to be the choice, though. Yeah, that's definitely a choice there for me. I have not used Eto this entire year. I don't know how you rate this one. I think Eto is decent. What is his price currently on the market? I know that he is kind of an older icon now in terms of the promos and only 2 playstyle plus. I mean, he's still 700K, I guess. He did have the SBC though, right? Yeah, I mean, man, I'll take it. I'll take it. That is better than it could have been. That is absolutely better than it could have been there for the Eto pull. So let me know what you guys have got from this. I'm probably going to continue to craft a few of these throughout the week just to chase through some of those players. I wouldn't mind packing that Landon Donovan or having a chance to get him for Evo's first owner, but that's probably not who I should be chasing from that player pick. Now, let's look at the fodder impact from this SBC after opening it there, and the kind of making me want to do another one, I'll be honest. But guys, 87s are going crazy because 87s went crazy last week with the ultimate tots guaranteed, and now with this being unlimited, repeatable, and requiring those, they have absolutely gone to the moon. They're almost max price. They're at 9,500 coins right now, max price of 10K. So they've gone from 5,000 up to 10. I mean, stuff like this, you don't see coming, to be completely honest, with these actual squad rating requirements of the 1 rating being required. It's just so, it's rash investing. You can kind of prepare ahead of time and try to stock some players in your club, but then you just have to wait for EA to drop an SBC. We were talking about investing in 86s yesterday. I still believe 86s can rise. If you picked up those at minimum price, I think you're chilling because more SBCs potentially coming out today. Still the 82 times 20 grind. The cheapest way to do it is with the 85s and 6s. But the 87s had the huge rise because they got required again, right? They got required now in the 8220 version 1 and the now 1 of 10 hero and icon player pick that we have out. So those are flying. 88s have still not left minimum price. They're still at 6.2. But I will say, I do believe these cards can, because as I was buying a couple of 88s for that player pick that I made right there, there were not too many of some of those cards specifically at 6.2K. So those could start to lift up. Again, that player pick is unlimited repeatable. So people are going to continue to craft that. I'm going to continue to craft that at least for a few times this week to try it out. So that's the situation there with SBC fodder and those cards on the market. We do have squad battle rewards today that might make the 87s dip back down a little bit. Same thing with like the 85s even, who aren't quite minimum price. If you want to get it on some 87s or in squad battle rewards, if they drop like, I don't know, to 8,000 or below, I think that could be a decent investment. Maybe 7.5K. We'll see. It seems kind of random with how low fodder goes, depending on, squad battle rewards doesn't have that much impact. Rivals does. We'll see how low those go today. If they move low, you could pick some up. Now, I want to also shout out bronze rares. I was selling bronze rares yesterday for my club for 2,000 coins. Guys, right now people need bronze rares for the David Beckham SBC. There's still an icon SBC leaked as well for Vidic. So I would say right now, if you have bronze rares in your club that you had stocked up on, I mean, of course they got to be tradable, right? But look, you get sales here at 800 coins. That one right there is sold. You got a couple sales here at 550 to 650. They are about 500 coins insta sell on the market, but you can list these for around 900 and get sales even above that. Like yesterday, I was getting a couple sales for the few bronze tradable rares that I had in my club. You can see here 1.9K, 2,000 coins for all of those. So that's one thing I wanted to mention, but they could go higher if we get the Vidic SBC and if that one is pretty good. Now, let's move on from SBCs and get into the evolution conversation from yesterday really quick. We had a free Evo, and it's a 92 rated free evolution. So we didn't get another 93 rated Evo yet, but this from service to selfish evolution actually seems like it was meant to be placed here because it could be comboed with the 500,000 coin Evo from Friday. Like, you take a look at this Diego Luna. This card for me right now, guys, is the one who I think I'm putting into this Evo, because this from service to selfish gives the striker position, which is of course allowing you, most likely, unless you have too many positions on your card, which I guess that's not even a requirement for the 500k Evo. So it's giving you the striker position as long as you can get that. The striker position, it doesn't say max 3 positions or 4 positions anyways. So you can add striker to this Luna here for free. Then you can add finesse plus to him. This is the Evo I'm doing, guys. I've decided, because this card is crazy in game, and I'm going to give him that stat boost for the USA squad. This is an emotional one for me. What a player as well. Like, that's an insane card. And that's what this from service to selfish can do. I know a lot of people already started 500,000 coin Evos and that sort of thing. But if there's a card that you like in this, it does give incisive, it gives pinged. What else does it give? It gives Tiki Taka as well. So it's a decent Evo, and the stats are solid. But I think really here, for what I see this Evo as, it's a decent free Evo. Levels you up to 94. You have some okay stats. I like that it's free. Once again, that's the key. But the combinations with the chains that you can make with this, with the Shapeshifter Strike Force Evo, really are crazy there. Now, last thing from content yesterday I want to mention is the Flash Rush event, and it's actually really worth playing because there's 500 SP in here, and of course now people are getting to the Kaká and Leao in the end of the season where all those good Playstyle Plus Evos are. So if that helps you get towards the end of the season, make sure you do that one right there. And yesterday, of course, was the big day for the Nations League winners. The full team of the Portuguese cards was dropped in packs. And guys, I'll say it, just like we talked about it with all the other Nations winner releases, these cards are incredibly difficult to pack. If we would go take a look at the pack odds in the store, you would see they are very low. And if you take a look at the market, there are very, very few cards. Cristiano Ronaldo is 14 million coins right now. This 97 Ronaldo, 14 mil. That's a crazy card. Better than his team of the season, in my opinion, with the playstyles and the stats that he has there. That's a really, really insane card. But there's so many like fun ones in here. I know I have not used a Gonzalo Ignacio. I know I had team of the season, but I haven't used him. This Joao Neves is an upgrade over the team of the season one that I have. A card like Bernardo Silva, that's a fun card. Ruben Neves, Jota, Nelson Semedo, even the Diogo Costa with the low-driven, the footwork plus to save the low-drivens. Another Vitinha, the insane Menge. It's difficult to pack these cards, but if you do pack one, big time GG's. And if you have some coins and you want to trade, get out there and flip these cards. I actually picked up a Vitinha and a Bruno Fernandes because these cards are uber rare and people want to try them out. Portuguese fans want to try these cards out. Of course, Man U fans, all the different clubs that these players represent. It is cool to have those cards in packs, but they are only in packs for 2 days total. So these cards are going to go away early this week. They're going to go away Monday, basically. And then they'll be out of packs and super rare. But speaking of prices on the market and talking about this market, it is cooked. And it's not because of these Nation League winners, in my opinion. It's because of the Shapeshifter cards and the content that we have had. Guys, yesterday I talked about buying Konate for 430,000 coins. I got lucky because I sold Konate overnight. I listed these up. I went to sleep. I got lucky selling where I did. I saw him go to like 490K. I was like, I think he maybe can go 10 to 15K more, and then he's going to go down. Yeah, Konate went to like 500K, and now he was just under 300,000 coins, but he's 300,000 coins. So a big drop off on almost all of the Shapeshifter cards. Look at Harry Kane, 1.6 mil. He was 2.7 to start the day yesterday. And these Shapeshifter cards going down, that's expected a little bit, right? Because they're tradable in rewards. They're new to the game, so they have not a lot of supply. People pack them more the second day. The weekend league rewards are more commonly opened. You just have more supply. That's pretty common for the new promo cards that get released. But it's affecting the whole rest of the market. Yeah, this is the Mbappe Ultimate Tots card, by the way, that people were paying 4.2 million coins for on Thursday. The bro has literally gone down 1 million coins in a day. From yesterday. Lamine Yamal was 2.4. He's 1.9. I sold the Harry Kane for 999,000 coins on Friday night. He's now 700,000 coins. Rafinha is 1.1. Ousmane Dembele is 2 million flat. We could go down the list of all these Ultimate Tots cards. The men's, the women's. We could even look at the minor league tots. Those cards are getting cooked, and especially some of the old Road to the Finals winners cards. Kvaratskhelia was 1.6 to start the day yesterday. He's now 1.2 mil. Now, I think there's a couple things that are the cause of this. The first thing is the Shapeshifters cards. Those keep dropping. Those have a lot of demand. A lot of people want to try them and use them. And since they're not that expensive, that's like, wait, why is my Team of the Season Ultimate Tots card still this much coins on the market when I can go try out this brand new card and they're way less? There's just a lot more demand for the Shapeshifter cards. They're getting supplied a lot more. So people are selling the tots, going to buy the Shapeshifters, but the Shapeshifters are also supplied more. So they're dropping on the market too. It's just everything is dropping. It's crazy. That's reason number one. The Shapeshifter cards are pretty affordable and packable from weekend league rewards. Should mention that as well. But also, the SBCs that are out right now are really draining a lot of coins. Like, taking for example, what I just had to do to finish the 1 of 10 historical player pick, I had to go buy all the 88s. I had no 88s in my club because I'd been putting the 88s and the 87s into the 82 times 20s to try to, craft up as many of those as I possibly could. And I had to go spend all the coins to buy those up. I think that's happening to a lot of people right now. I mean, shoot, you just take a look at 87s. They've gone up to almost max price of 10,000 coins. Obviously, people are buying those, and that's draining coins from the market since these are unlimited repeatable. But this is not the only unlimited repeatable upgrade pack that people are doing right now. It's the 82 times 20 as well. I think both of those SBCs, all three with the two versions of the 82 times 20, are really taking a lot of coins off the market, right? That's kind of, FC Market 101. When EA released SBCs that you're buying cards for and fodder goes up, that devalues the whole entire market because people are selling cards to go afford the fodder to do the SBC, which then turns into a untradeable player. So have fun. It's the end of the game. Like, go and do that if that's what you're doing right now, for sure. But just realize that that's going to continue to affect the market, I think, throughout the rest of this weekend. We're going to pack ourselves a Messi here, of course, not during Ultimate Tots, but from the 82 times 20 as a gold card, he will be going straight back into the 1 of 10, most likely. Did I get any other walkouts there? No, but that's what I'm saying about these 82 20s. It's all 82s to 84s, and then you maybe get one walkout, and that's about it. So yeah, I got to keep grinding through those upgrade packs. The objective packs from the crafting objective is probably going to help out with some of those higher rated cards because you have that 86 times 10. That's another motivation for me right now to continue to do the daily grind packs, the silvers, and all that crafting situation. I'm 69 out of 100, nice, of those SBC completions there. So, 86 times 7, 86 times 2, 85 times 10. I'm going to open these really soon, get a whole bunch of fodder back in my club, and then we'll be able to go and craft more 8220s and, most importantly, the player picks there for the 1 of 10. So for the market, one last word. Just watch out for more price drops today. I know that I'm over here buying some of these cards like the Bruno Fernandes and the Hitinha, but just be very careful with these. Particularly, they're fun to trade with because they're rare. But I think the rest of the market still could drop a bit more. And I know it's always demotivating to lose coins. So if you've lost coins in your team, like, I feel for you, but also I will tell you we can make it back at the very same time. Hopefully some of these cards with their drops end up getting to low points between today and tomorrow, and maybe we could see a bit of a rise into the week. We'll just have to see. We're going to trade with Shapeshifters this week, and of course, if you want to get on bids at any point in time, bid on anything, okay? Bid on anything right now in this market, on this game. 93 rated evolution cards. If and when we have a leak, those are going to be moving again. So I still think there's a lot of ways to make coins right now and to make back some of those coins that maybe you've lost from trying players out from Ultimate Tots. So let's talk about today on Sunday. Before we get to the FC26 conversation with some of those leaks, what are we looking at in terms of content today? Well, we said maybe another icon player pick. The 93 plus encore pick, which was 14 squads. When this was released 2 weeks ago, it was cool for a little bit. I think now it's not as cool. Once again, this does have some exact requirements here for the 86s, 85s, all the way to 88s actually. But I don't think people have been doing too many of these recently. But if EA make this pick better, and if they make it less squads, if it refreshes today, it could end up being a good player pick once again. It's like, Nate, why do we need this player pick if we have the 1 of 10 encore? Well, this would be the more expensive player pick that would give you that quote-unquote better chance of getting the Immortals Bale or the Immortals card that you may be hunting right now instead of just trying to pack evolution cards. Like we saw from that 1 of 10, you do get a lot of lower level cards. If you're trying to hit a Beckenbauer, if you're trying to hit an Henri or an R9, any of these Immortals cards, then that's the player pick that you want to be doing. And I hope that it refreshes today and maybe goes to a 94 plus, or maybe a 93 plus, but a 1 of 5, and maybe they take away. I don't know if they really want to take away Team of the Year because you still have like Pelé and stuff like that in there. We'll just have to see. But regardless, this needs to be cheaper at this stage of the game. So hopefully it's not 14 squads. Hopefully it is a lot cheaper in price to craft, but still a good 93 or a 94 plus pick. So watch out for that today. The 91 plus mixed heroes goes away as well, which isn't that big of a surprise. We'll see if it comes back or not since we have the 1 of 10. That's my biggest question of the day. Are we going to have another icon pick, or is EA just going to let the 1 of 10 be the only one that we have right now? Now, SBC leaks as well. we got the players, right? We have the list here. We know who's coming out. We're just crossing them off the list as they drop. We're waiting for Vidic and Marquisio and Timo Werner specifically. I think those are the biggest of the three SBCs that are leaked, particularly Vidic. And I just hope that 83 dribbling is a typo on this leak, because the way the rest of that card looks, like, can we just zoom in on this really quickly? Open page and new tab. Like, that Vidic card there, if he had 89 or 90 dribbling, that would look insane. 88 shooting? I don't know, but as a CDM, you want to have a little bit of dribbling, right? You want to be able to move the ball around if you need to, turn in some space to quick fire a pass and move the ball up the pitch. Like, that sort of situation, I think he should have higher dribbling than that. I don't know, we'll see, but that's probably the most hyped SBC that's upcoming still, with the Marquisio as well. Those are some pretty decent stats for him. You know, you maybe don't love power shot, but of the player SBCs left, it's definitely those two. So hopefully we'll see who is released today ahead of content. The leakers sometimes, like they did yesterday, post a little tweet of like a flag. FIFA Trading Romania likes to hint at what SBCs may be incoming for that. So also evolution leaks. We didn't have an Evo leak yesterday, but if there's going to be an Evo leaked for today, it would probably be a 93, max 93 Evo, and then it maybe is paid. So, of course, the big one that was leaked to 500K was leaked way ahead of time. They didn't leak the one that dropped yesterday, from Selfish to Service. That one was not leaked at all. So maybe they'll leak one if they have the info for it today. Watch out for that. And, of course, watch out for the Evo cards that would fit that to see if they go up in price, if it's leaked to be a pretty good Evo. We still have these Evos out there. Want to quick mention these again. The Position Change and the Playstyle Plus Evolutions. Again, don't know if these are related to a next season pass way down the line, if EA is just adding these to the code way ahead of time, or if this is related to some sort of objective. It is a Sunday, which could mean it's a cup day. We've had cups on Sundays and Mondays during Team of the Season, so that's one thing to kind of mention as well. There's no cup that is live right now. I believe the Ultimate Tots Cup expired already, so could be today, could be tomorrow. That's always something we watch for on the weekends. That's kind of the content that I'm expecting today. It's the icon pick. For me personally, I'm interested in the SBC, and then we'll check on the cup and stuff like that too. And of course, maybe an Evo. Now, let's talk FC26 and one last FC25 leak. We have the official Greats of the Game icon card design. That's going to be a promo coming up later on this summer. I actually wonder if it's going to coincide with footies, or if EA are going to drop Greats of the Game icons during Shapeshifters, even though we already have Shapeshifter icons. Unknown on that one there. Maybe that's related to, I'm talking about the Season Pass again, the next paid Season Pass and the free Season Pass, Season 9, just because those playstyles added this card design, and I don't know. Like, we know this is an upcoming promo, though, so that's just the card design there. Greats of the Game last year was unbelievable, and we have high expectations for the icons somehow maybe being live and upgrading this year. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. But that would be a fun card. It's funny they use Eto, and that's who we just packed. Actually, Eto would be a perfect example of a player who could get a card, since he hasn't had one since Future Stars. Now, let's talk FC26 for a quick bit here. We have all summer to talk about FC26 and what is EA going to change. There's a lot of rumors, actually, with really different stuff, kind of like a My Park 2K type of situation, if you know what that is. But the first leak that came out yesterday, I believe this is legit, guys. Like, I don't have any news, I promise. I have no idea when the game is supposed to be releasing at all. That is not something that EA has talked about. They never talk about that until it's like pretty close to coming, or until they start releasing pre-orders and stuff. But these leaks are probably accurate if they're coming from guys that have leaked a lot of accurate stuff before. ASY says FC26 release dates, the Ultimate Edition is the 19th of September and Standard Edition is 26th of September. So once again, as we were saying earlier on, this happens every single year. There's leakers and there's rumors that try to get some clicks and engagement and anticipation and say, oh, they're going to release the game early this year. It's going to be in August. Well, what happens? The same thing every single year. It's released in September, same time frame as always, literally one day later this year. I mean, it's the exact same time frame according to the leaks. And again, Detective Foot was the first guy who posted this leak, and he's also one of the guys who posted like all of these leaks way back earlier on with the FC26 news. I have to scroll back probably a long way because he also does Evo leaks as well. But like, he had a whole bunch of leaks around Foot Champs is changing in FC26, and we're going to start talking about a lot more of that. I could probably keep scrolling here for ages, but oh yeah, right here, finally got to it. Like the Foot Champs, no more playoffs. There's Foot Champs and Foot Champs Challengers. We've got all that FC26 information that is leaked right now including the official start date as well. So we'll start talking more about that as it gets closer and as we get closer and closer to it. But I just wanted to mention that specifically in the video today because that was making its rounds on Twitter yesterday, and a lot of people are making jokes like, are you going to buy FC26 right now based off of how FC25 has been? And I honestly don't think EA has left the game in a great spot heading into 26. So that's something we'll have to kind of watch the evolvement of over the summer. And as well as this tweet right here has a ton of views, and it's from a source that's been very fraudulent before. I've nothing against this guy, but remember Fraud Zone? This is him. But I think this actually is a legit leak because there's been a lot of other people talking about this other than him. His tweet is just the one that I guess the algorithm decided to show to everybody and make it pop off. But a lot of the rumors for FC26 and maybe beyond is that it's going to include some sort of like real world My Park experience. If you don't know what My Park is, it's basically like you take a pro clubs player. That's the equivalent of My Park, a My Pro. You take your pro clubs player into a lobby where you're kind of just chilling with a whole bunch of other actual online users and you play in pickup games. It's really cool on 2K. It's one of the most fun things. You customize your character, you make them look kind of crazy, kitted out, whatever you want to look like, you know, all the crazy stuff like you have in pro clubs with the tattoos and the hair and all that. So I don't know if this is going to be inside of Ultimate Team or if it's just going to be inside of clubs. If EA were smart, they'd somehow figure out a way to get into Ultimate Team. We'll just have to see how that works out. But some sort of open world situation could be coming to FC. So that's one thing I wanted to post and talk about because the leaker that actually posted that is a little sus, but I think that's actually a legit leak from seeing a decent number of people talk about it there. But yet again, that's going to be stuff we talk about the rest of the summer. We get into July. Actually a really early leak for the FC26 release dates because I think last year we didn't have those leaked until like July. So that's kind of an early leak this year, I guess, for the release dates of 26. But that's going to be the video for me today, guys. Good luck on those 1 of 10 historical icon and hero picks. If you're grinding those, best of luck with your FUT Champs Weekend League. I'm trying to get my games done. It's Father's Day today. Happy Father's Day for all of you fathers out there. But I'm kind of behind the FUT Champs, and I really want to see these rewards because they were cracked on Friday. And some of you guys sent me tweets yesterday of how your rewards looked, and they looked pretty cracked. So there's that. I've also got all those store packs, not store packs. I'm going into the store right now. I've got all those packs and objectives that we're going to be opening probably on stream. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go, man. 8220 Shapeshifter, right back, English Premier League. Is that a Trent Alexander-Arnold double walkout Shapeshifter behind it? It is. He's a Madrid card. He's a Madrid card now. Who are we getting? Okay, yep, home guard. Well, that's going very nicely into a 90 rated squad of the 1 of 10 pick. But you know what? I got to stop talking crap, I guess, a little bit about these 82 times 20s because packed another Shapeshifter from it. That's why I'm continuing to do those with all my fodder. So that's that. Good luck with those packs as well for you guys today, and good luck if you're grinding the market at all. I'll see you guys in another video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great Sunday, guys. Peace out.